Jared pulling Frono's Photo.com, and it's time for a critique from the weekend section, which was, I believe, the 17th and 18th of September, and I selected a whole bunch of pictures to critique, and if you didn't see the top 5 that I've selected, please click right here in the middle of the screen where it says click here to see the top 5, and be sure to vote for the winner there. By voting, you're entering yourself to win some Adorama picks. Actually, not free prints anymore. We're giving away the hardback books because they're cooler, and also the top vote getter gets a free book as well. So let's get into the critique. These are the images that I either wanted to point out, were honorable mentions, I thought were cool, could give some feedback on. So here we have a concept where the guy said that his father helped him with it. I don't know how much digital manipulation was done here. I mean, it looks like there was quite a bit. I would like to, I just wanted to point it out and say it's great that you got outside, you got some help, you had an idea, and you tried it, and you made it happen, and you did what you could do. I like the colors. I like the concept. It looks a little too digitally manipulated, just like you said in your post. Who took this? It is Area 230. So, yeah, you were right. It's a little over the top on the digital manipulation, but the concept is there, and that's what I like to see. Oh, by the way, Square was the theme, so that's what we're going off of here, and let's move to the next image. Okay, so there were a couple of images that dealt with the Scrabble board. Really good. Like seeing what you guys are doing out there. I mean, this was a fantastic week. Lots of great edits lots of great photos over the 30 pages, and, this is cool. It says Square right in the middle. You've got Frono's in the background. That's like a quadruple word score if I've ever seen one. And it probably spells something secret here out of focus that I can't really tell. Like it says like Ken Rockwell backwards. But no, nice job here. Outside the box thinking, trying to figure out, the squares of the board. The board is a square. Each one of the tiles is a square. It says Square and it says Frono. So nice job there. B. Malin. 18, and we move on. All right, I picked this image because I think there was something there, and you may have not seen it. So this is I don't like the angle so much, but if you were to shoot this square on, straight, right in front of the doors, all 3 of them, 3s work well for something to be symmetric right in the middle. If you were to shoot this as flush as possible, if you had, say, a 35-1/8 or a 50-1/8 or whatever in that equivalent, and you shot this square straight on, if there was room, of course there may not have been room to do this, to shoot it straight on, but if there was, just think about it. You come straight on, you've got all these doors there, boom, you've got a nice horizontal image, and it would be killer. So this is close. I don't know if that space was there, but if it wasn't, then it wasn't. But in the future, everybody just think of that. You see this angle here? Come straight on. You got those 3s. Everything works great in 3. So try that from straight on, and you can get a really killer shot. I like the concept here that the leaves were cut into squares. Great job there. That's why I wanted to pull this one out. It's an okay image. It's like direct flash pretty much. So, I just thought the concept was great, and I thought going outside the box and cutting the leaves into squares was a great thing. It shows that you're thinking and taking a look and trying things a little different. So, really happy with that. Nice job there. And then this, I just wanted to point this out. I had to look twice. I had to figure it out. I'm like, what's going on here? Well, they formed a square. So I wanted to point that out and say, nice job forming the square and with the 2 kids. And those are great boots, by the way. This, I thought it was cool. I think this was the first shot posted that somebody did. I don't know what kind of all-terrain. I'm not going to call it a Jeep because it's probably like a Land Rover or something. But it's great. It's right in the middle. It's very symmetric, and we know that works. I don't mind that there's a door here and that there's some pallets right here. It doesn't have to be exactly the same on each side, but all of this texture, all of the colors, everything lends itself to working very, very well for this image, and I just thought it was an honorable mention, and that's why I picked it out here. Okay, so we know how tough it is to shoot sports. Well, it's even tougher to shoot action like this, paintballs, when paintballs are flying all over the place and you're shooting with really expensive gear. This is an honorable mention. This was one that was close. It was one of the final 8 that I had to choose down from. I just didn't think it was as strong when I came back to the theme, it didn't play with the square. I know that you don't have to follow the theme to be selected. I just thought that there were some others that played a little better to make it to the top 5. But I wanted to definitely point out how amazing this shot is. When you're doing sports, it's always a plus when you can get boom, 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 boom. When you can get multiple people in the frame. I know I used to just fill the frame with one subject and be like, yeah, it's a baseball card, it's a hockey card shot. But you know what? Action shots and emotion is captured when you've got multiple people in a frame, multiple things going on, and this is a difficult sport to shoot. You've got these paintballs flying around. I don't want to get hit in the head, in the ear. That would probably hurt. I know you wear headgear, but then you're shooting through your camera, and that stuff's really, really expensive. I just wanted to point it out. Great action shot. You got the guy coming towards you, and you got everybody else covering him with laying down fire, and you've got these paintballs flying out of whatever they're flying out over there. Here's another Scrabble board. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I didn't see this before, and yeah, I said, oh, snap. It says, see ya up here, and it says Nikon. Well, there's a fill in the blank. I don't know why I didn't have another K, but, I guess that's the blank. Really great job. Yeah, I loved it. I don't know if it should have been in the top 5 now that I see it this way, but I know it's not in the top 5. But Kid Ricarus, I love that name. It's like Kid Icarus, great video game, and I love seeing this. Great thinking, Frono's photo with the Sia up top and the Nikon at the bottom. You may see this ending up in the top 5 as a, maybe we'll make it a top 6 because I'm actually recording this right before I did the other one. So, yeah. So, maybe we'll see that in there. We'll see if it makes it. But anyway, Kid Ricarus, great job on that. I just like this. I just liked shooting straight down, seeing this leaf right there, surrounded by sticks. I just thought it was a really cool concept, and that's why I pointed it out. I pointed this one out. This was taken with a 55 to 200 at like f5. This is what I'm trying to show you guys with blowing out the background. This image, if it was separated from the background, you could probably shoot at 200 from a distance with this lens, and you could still probably blow it out with a 55 to 200. But, look how distracting the background is. You have a truck back there. You've got a fence back there. You've got people back there. So, I get a lot of crap from people from time to time saying, why do you only recommend really, really expensive lenses? Well, if this is a profession for some people or an advanced hobby and they want to know the difference or want to know how they get better, well, that's one of my philosophies for getting better or for getting better images is using better glass and learning what happens when you're shooting at 2.8 and compressing the background when you shoot out at 200 millimeters. This shot, if you were to separate the horse and the rider from the background, it would become a killer, just action shot. It's close. The exposure's great. The framing's great. The composition's great. All of that's on. It's just that the lens is holding it back from being something even more. I mean, I love the tail that's flapping out of the wind, but the background just becomes distracting. So that is what it is. And this, I just like night shots. I know that this may be, it's really to the extreme in editing, but I love these low light shots with the stop sign there, and it's a cooking truck, and I just like the color of the truck. You can see what's going on. It's lighting up this guy's face. I just really like this photo, so that's why I picked it out. And that takes us back to the first one. So that is the critique for this week. That was the weekend of 17th and 18th. You can check out the new theme if you haven't seen it. It is walls. We'll leave it at that, walls. So that's it. Great job this week. Can't wait to see what you do with walls. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.